All right, it is that time. If everybody would stand for the. Here we go.
Dear Lord, thank you for this wonderful day, this beautiful day. Thank you for keeping us safe from harm and bad storms. May this council meeting be for our community and us make the right decisions to the best of all of us. We love them all. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, thank you. All right. Roll call, please, ma'am.
Yeah, I know.
Karen Sparks,
Here,
Curtis Calfee,
Present.
Stephen Adams,
Here.
John King,
Here.
Bobby Heaton,
Here.
Mayor Mordecai.
Here.
Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you. I would like to welcome the public in attendance. Please mute or turn off your cell phones during the council meeting. We will open the floor for public comments after the council completes its agenda items. Alright, Miss Lucy, will you read the minutes from the June 8th meeting, please, ma'am?
Mayor Scott Mordecai called to order the regular meeting of the council at 7 p.m. on June the 8th, 2026 in the town hall. The invocation was given by Lucy Cowley. The Pledge of Allegiance was recited by all. The roll call was had. The following persons were present. Mayor Scott Mordecai, Councilors John King, Stephen Adams, Bobby Heaton. The minutes of the May 11th meeting were read. Bobby Heaton made a motion to accept them as read, seconded by John King. Motion carried. The financials for May were given. A motion to accept them, accept as given was made by John King and seconded by Stephen Adams. Motion carried. Old business, Mayor reminded everyone of a scheduled meeting for the June 18th, 2026 meeting. This meeting is to allow landowners on Coppersville Road to be informed and ask questions about the proposed road widening project. Secondly, we will close the AC and electrical issue. No invoices have been received. New business, Ed Jones with the Jefferson County Emergency Management Association spoke about the new resolution 2026-0608 R2. He explained how this agreement between the town and Jefferson County would benefit us both in a time of crisis. It would qualify us to receive more help from FEMA. The resolution was read. Bobby Heaton made a motion to adopt it, seconded by Stephen Adams. Motion carried. The mayor thanked Michael Robinson Lawn Care for the great job he did on our grounds. There was some discussion about moving the parking lots to create more designated parking. Stephen Adams said he would handle that. John King suggested we get estimates to have the sod around the building sprayed monthly for weeds. The mayor asked the clerk to get these estimates for the next meeting. Reports from Standing committees, the storm shelter had nothing to report. Bobby and Cecil, it was about the Coppersville Road. John had nothing, and the nuisance, Karen had nothing on the nuisance complaints. Terry Hogue asked about adding rumble stripes at the four-way intersection on County Line Road. Discussion followed. Adjournment, Stephen Adams made the motion to adjourn the meeting, seconded by John King. Motion carried. Meeting adjourned, respectfully submitted. Lucy Howard.
Questions or comments about the minutes from the June 8th meeting? We'll have a motion to accept the minutes as read.
I accept.
Alright, Ms. Karen made a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll say.
Curtis second. All in motion? All in favor? Motion.
Mayor, I failed to add the next one, but we've got
Oh,
the Coppersville meeting.
yeah. Well, that's a, I gotta do that one separate. We gotta have, each one's gotta have a motion.
No, I mean on this.
Oh, on the agenda, okay,
Yeah.
we'll add it to it. Will you read the minutes from the special meeting on June the 18th for the landowners on Coppersville Road?
Yes, sir. Mayor Scott Mordecai called to order the special meeting of the council at 6 p.m. on Thursday, June 18th in the town hall. The roll call said the following people were present: Mayor Scott Mordecai, Councilors John King, Karen Sparks, Curtis Calvin, Stephen Adams, and Bobby Heath. Mayor Mordecai stated everyone that this meeting was to inform the people of the proposed widening project on Coppersville Road. He introduced Blount County Engineer Dustin Stewart. Also in attendance was Attorney Alex Smith. Both were available to answer questions and offer information of expertise. Bobby Eaton, councilman over the roads, explained that this work would be done in phases and stressed that we wanted to work with the landowners. People were still confused as to where the road would be built. Mayor Mordecai stated that he and Mr. Heaton would measure and place flags to lay out the actual road, and any landowner could be present while they did so. Mayor said that he would take as little of the owner's property as possible. Actually, the town is not taking their property. This property belongs to the road right of way. There is one mobile home known to be in that right of way, which will have to be moved. Also, many trees and water meters. The mayor stated there could be another meeting dedicated to this project at a later date. It was stated that phase 1 of the project would begin at the far end of the road and would consist of cutting and disposing of trees. Most of the people accepted the project with gratitude. Some expressed the need for improvement on this road. One landowner who did not live on the road was totally against it. She noted that if we did this project, we would be hated as long as we lived in the county line. Stephen Adams made a motion to adjourn this meeting, seconded by John King. Motion carried. Meeting adjourned. Respectfully submitted. Lucy Howard.
Questions or comments about the special meeting on June 18th? Do I have a motion to accept the minutes as read?
I'll make the motion.
Alright, John made the motion to accept, seconded by Steve. Steve Adams made a second. All in favor? Motion carried. Financial reports for the month, up to the month of June 2026. I'm sorry, June 31st, 2026. General fund is $33,471.96. Capital improvements, $10,407.64. Living Blount County Forward, $39,859.43. Rebuild Alabama gas tax, $78,486.96. Rebuild Alabama diesel tax, $28,726.35. 4, 5, and 6 gas tax, $19,769.85. 2 and 7 gas tax, which pays our street light, is $772.98. Questions or comments about the financials as of June 31st? Do I have a motion to accept the financials as read?
I'll offer the motion.
All right, Curtis made a motion.
I'll second.
All right. And Ms. Karen seconded. All in favor? Motion carried. All right. Old business. Bobby is getting me up at 7 o'clock Wednesday morning to walk the road on Copper's Hill with Blount County Commissioner Dick Washburn. And this, what we're going to establish where the road is going to be put on Copper's Hill Road. So, that's whether, I mean, if it's pouring down rain, we're not doing it, right?
Yeah, well, we need to talk before we make sure, since this other stuff is coming in
Right.
on that. We have to postpone it a little while.
I want to tell the people what's going on.
Yeah, there is a lumber company that they've already purchased it.
No, they've spoken or are in conversations with the landowner.
Across from Curtis's house, it's 44 acres, and they're wanting to purchase the lumber. So, you said how many truckloads
It'd be between 50 and 100 truckloads.
coming down that road? 18-wheeler hauling trees down that road. So, and it's gonna be, they said it can be up to 2 years worth of work. And
No, it'd be a year and a half to 2 years before they.
Well, they get to it,
Yeah.
okay. So, any work we do, they could damage it. But as far as the road goes, that's gonna be a 6 to 8, 10-year project, getting that widened and completed. So, but we're still gonna have to discuss, do we wanna start this before they finish, after they finish?
Can I say something?
Yes.
I talked to Nick Washburn the other day about this, because I told him the way things look, if they're gonna log that and all that, we need to hold up on this. He said, no. I said, go ahead and do it.
Okay.
I said, well, it's gonna tear the road up with them trucks. He said, they can fix it.
Well, in 2 years, we're not gonna have it. We're still gonna be,
That much done,
right,
but,
But we're gonna have trucks going in and out, and they're gonna have trucks going in and
yeah.
out. The poor people that live on that road are
yeah,
going
it's gonna
to
be
have,
busy with trucks.
have
Yeah.
a time.
Well, I think the first phase, we would have, it would take about at least a year to get the first phase done.
Yeah. Now, you
Money
said-
wise.
You said we're starting at the far end?
Yeah, well, that's what the,
Engineers?
Loves and the engineer said it was best to start at the far end and work back to the beginning of Copper's Hill.
Okay, well, I was looking at starting up here and going that way, but if that's what they said, then.
I wanna say that's what the engineer said, but we can ask Nick Wednesday morning where we need to start.
Well, that'll be the worst part, back in there.
Yeah, I think the worst part's where we need to start.
We'll just leave it at that.
Okay, alright, quotes to have the solid grass around the building, spray for weeds, nitro green and hand landscaping quoted them. And, Ms. Lucy says the cost is way too high for the budget at this time, so we'll do it in-house. Michael Robinson, RQ Landscaping, came and cut this weekend, and he watches us on the live view, and he heard we were gonna move the blocks over, so he went ahead and done it for us. So,
Makes it much easier for him to cut.
right, so, I mean,
That's what he told me.
I wanna pay, he didn't ask to be paid, he done it on his own, and I just wanna compensate him for his time on doing it. So does anybody have a number they would like to throw out there, to pay?
I wouldn't move them myself for under $100. That's a lot of work and it's heavy.
Yeah,
From 100 to 150 would be.
I mean, y'all, somebody give me a price and we'll make a motion on it and pass it.
Well, I'll just go ahead and make a motion that we pay him $100 for.
Okay, do I have a motion, a second on that motion?
Second.
Okay, all in favor? All right, we're gonna add $100 to his, lawn care check, Ms. Lucy. All right.
And remind him that that's a one-time payment.
Yeah, that's the one time I added to it. That's all I have for old business. New business, we're gonna move around a little bit. We have a speaker, Ms. B.J. Atkins is here, with us tonight about animal angels. So if we have a podium right there with a speaker.
All right. I'll try not to get too nervous. I always get
Oh,
nervous.
you're fine, I promise.
Is that already on?
Is that on?
I don't
He turned it on.
It's
Is it
on?
Okay, you're good.
Okay. What we're trying to do, we're trying to get, what we call a high impact clinic, in Blount County. What we do, we go out, we do free vaccines, free rabies shots. We also do heartworm. Nobody else does heartworm. We do heartworm checks, is what we're gonna be doing with this. Basically what I've done is I've done the research from all over the country, Canada and India, on all the different programs everybody's running. So what I did is I picked the best out of all the programs and put it into one program. The only place that's doing heartworm is a place in Louisiana, because they're like us, they got plenty of mosquitoes. And of course, since mosquitoes are the carriers of heartworm. So I was like, well, if we're out there doing vaccines and rabies, then we're there, we do heartworm at the same time. And we're, in fact, I'm attending the, Blount County Commission meeting tomorrow. What we're trying to do is get, the county, all the cities to pitch in. We're also gonna be going for funding and working on getting, like donations. We've already figured out if you do it like a certain amount of spay and neuter per, the human population. So if you do like 3 to 4 per 1,000 people, your pet population and your intakes, continue to go up.
Yeah.
If you do 5 to 6, it stays about level. But if you hit that 7 to 8 mark and you do it over a period of 5 years, then it goes down. By your 5th year, it will actually be cut in half. And this is actually proven through a program that they did in Huntsville. So they made a 5-year commitment. They actually started at $20,000 the first year, then they put $100,000 in it. They did a 5-year commitment, at that 5-year mark, it had gone from 10,000 to 5,000. Even though the city was still growing within that 5-year period, they still cut their intake in half. So we're wanting to try to hit, like that 7 to 8 mark for basically the population of Blount County. Several reasons we chose Blount County to start off with. One, it's considered what they call a vet desert. There's not that many veterinarians in Blount County. Also, I guess you call it the median, what everybody makes a year, is lower. So Blount County is, has more people that need it than, let's say, Shelby County. Plus, I'm in Pinson. I'm real close to Blount County. That was another thing.
Well, I guarantee you, Blount County's got more animal population than Shelby County.
And that's what I was gonna say, and that's another thing, there's a larger animal population in Blount County.
There's a
So
lot
basically,
of-
after we looked at the different counties that we served, we did 7 counties. But we looked at the different ones and said, okay, which county would need it most? And that's why we chose Blount County. I've talked to Karen over at the Blount County Animal Adoption Center. She's on board. She's actually willing to do the vaccines for us because she is a licensed vet tech. We still have to get a veterinarian to do the rabies because you do have to have a licensed veterinarian in the county to do rabies. There's a couple other stipulations that we have to do, but we wanted to start now. We're shooting for end of September, maybe into October, depending on how everything goes.
And this is a mobile service?
Yes, sir. What we're gonna do is basically, like, the first one we're gonna actually do at the Blount County Animal Adoption Center.
Okay.
And basically let people drive up in their car. They're gonna sit there in the car, so they got their pets. We vaccinate them and do all that right there, and they drive along their merry
We
way.
could do one here.
Ma'am?
We could do one here.
Yes, ma'am. So, and what we did, try to pick, spots in the county, because a lot, they do have like free vaccines and everything. You gotta go into Birmingham. You got, and most people that need it, either don't have reliable transportation, don't have the money for gas to go all the way in, or they're not gonna go into the mall, to get something, because they're like, well, I don't go in the mall because I'm gonna spend my money at the mall.
Well, I haven't seen in the last couple of years, I haven't really paid attention, but they used to have, for many, many years, a vaccine clinic at First Baptist Church in Trafford right down here, every year. As a matter of fact, we used to carry our pets down there for it. It's well worth the effort that it takes to put it on. So, they would come in there from I believe 7 to 11, and they would vaccinate 75 to 100 animals.
And that's what we're looking at least to get to that 75 to 100 animal mark per event. And what we'll do, like I said, the first one would be at the Blount County Animal Adoption Center. And then we'll pick other areas in the county to do them at, so we can hit, like pretty much all the county. But, in order to do it, for the last 5 years, the number of shelter intakes in the United States have been right around 6 million. For 5 years. Adoptions, spay and neuter is at the highest level ever, but it's still staying level. So, not one shelter or not one rescue or not one entity can do it by themselves. We have to, basically we have to do it as a community. So that's what we want to do. We want to do this as a Blount County community.
We're in Jefferson County right now.
I know.
Okay,
I know, but
okay,
technically
but
you're.
we're still Blount County.
Yeah.
But we're some Jefferson County, so.
Yeah, cause you're like right on the
Yeah.
line. So basically, to me, you're considered Blount County, even though you're technically like, kind of half and half.
We're mostly.
So I would just say, as long as we let the Jefferson County.
Yeah,
County
no,
line-
I'm not gonna say, oh,
Right.
no, you're from
Right,
Jefferson
okay,
County, sorry, you
because
can't, you
We
can't
treat the whole
come.
county as one, we're not Jefferson and Blount.
Yeah, we're not gonna
County
be checking IDs and saying,
Right,
oh,
okay.
well, you're not from Blount County.
line. Okay.
Basically, it's like, because as far as we're concerned, the more animals we get spayed and neutered and vaccinated, that's fewer, things of parvo that are gonna go around, it's less chance of rabies, you know,
Where will you do the spay and neuter?
well, we'll work with what we're gonna do, and this is a thing that Pet Care Connect did in San Antonio. They found that if they left it up to the pet owners to take their animals in, then a lot of them would say, well, my car didn't work that day.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna say, okay, we'll be outside the city hall at such and such time, bring your animals. We're gonna put them in carriers, we're gonna take them to spay and neuter, either to Alabama Spay Neuter or Cahaba Spay Neuter. Now, it does low cost spay and neuter. It just depends on their schedule. But we're gonna pick the animals up, we're gonna take them to their spay and neuter. In the afternoon, when they're done, we're gonna bring them back, and everybody can come pick up their pet.
Okay.
So basically, I mean, there's gonna be no cost, there's gonna be no, you know, no reason to say, well, I didn't have transportation or anything else. So
They
we're,
can make donations.
Hmm?
They can make donations.
Yes,
if
ma'am.
they want to.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I'll tell you, my son has 2 dogs and he just had their, what was the shots you were saying? Rabies.
Rabies.
He just took them both for rabies, and I think the vet bill was $600
Yeah.
for the shots for a year and a half old. It's expensive.
It is, and a lot of people, you know, I mean, and that's just like, I mean, I read on, I don't remember if it was next to our Facebook about a rabid raccoon going around. I'm like, you get one like that, bites the dog, that dog ends up, you know, because there are, you know, like people that dump them out on the back roads. There are like dogs roaming around. You get one of those that bites some kid, and you know what breaks loose. Plus, I mean, even Tammy Bailey, the clerk for the county commission, I mean, she can tell you about like the stray cats. I think she's got like 6 or 8 of them.
Yeah.
And
I had that problem in Warrior when I lived there.
Yeah.
What kind of donations are you looking for from the towns?
I think it was, I think, because what we're doing is basing it on like each town or city's population. So I think it came out to like $800 a year for county line. I think it's on page 4. I mean, but I you know, I included at the end, you know, like basically like a copy of the, you know, of the flyer that we started putting together. You know, we'll start distributing this to get, you know, donations from the community. And then once we set a date, then we'll be doing flyers, social media, and PSAs on the radio to let everybody know, you know, like.
How much did you say it was donation a year?
800.
800 a year?
Yeah, for county line, because we're basing it on the population of the town or the city. But like, you know, I mean, I'm not looking for an answer today, because I know it's something you guys gotta think about. I just wanted to present everything to you, and tell you, you know, like it is
I think
definitely
it will help
backed up.
county line.
It's definitely backed up
tremendously.
with the research. I mean, I actually wrote the book on prevention for the animal welfare. In fact, it's fixing to go.
We have a lot of stray animals in county. You would not believe how many stray
Oh,
animals.
no, I would. My son
As
lives
small
up-
as our town is,
Yeah.
I bet we have twice as, or 3 times as much as a bigger town, twice our size.
And
Exactly.
the only way that we can start getting those numbers to go down is to hit that level is for spay and neuter. Because, I mean, there's a shelter that has a euthanasia rate of almost 46% in 2024. I don't know what their euthanasia rate was for 2025.
It's a lot of dogs.
That's a lot of dogs and cats.
Yes.
And still, we're overflowing. So we can't euthanize our way out of it, and we can't adopt our way out of it. And the only way is through, that's why we call it a high impact clinic, is because, I mean, we're going at it, we're saying, okay, we're gonna, we wanna hit this number, we wanna get the neighborhoods, we're gonna talk to like churches and stuff to get them involved. There's a Blount County Community Project.
Well, I think that this supporting all of County Line for $800 a year is a no-brainer. Does the council have any questions or anything they would like to add about that? Because
yeah, I mean, if you've got any questions or anything else, I'm more than happy to, I mean, I tried to put it,
I think what
as much
you're
as I
doing
could
is amazing.
in like just a few pages, cause I know you don't wanna sit here and, you don't wanna read my 250-page book on
I don't
prevention.
understand.
And we would love for you to have a clinic here, a drive-up clinic at our town, because there's a lot of animal owners
Yeah,
in
so
this
see, that's a
town.
possibility. We have one at, Blount County over in Cleveland, and like she said, we could have one here, and it would be set up, basically it's a pop-up clinic, so it's portable. Have everybody drive up in their cars, so that way we don't have to worry about whether they have their dogs on leashes, or whether they have a cat in a carrier.
How would you notify the people that the work's gonna be, and what day or whatever?
Facebook,
Huh?
Facebook,
We
what
We
would
kind
gotta
of
have something, we
radio?
gotta have something besides Facebook.
What
No,
kind
it's
of
gonna,
radio?
we're gonna actually do,
On the radio.
radio, we're
We
gonna
could
put out
actually
press
do a
release.
sign.
Yeah.
Fox
Out here.
6 would pick that up. Fox
Yeah.
6 would do it. They
Basically,
come out.
anybody that'll carry it.
I mean, we could do a 2-sided, like those signs,
We can
and
do-
put out here in the,
Yeah, we can have a
out
banner
on the
done
road.
like that up there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do a banner.
Yeah, so we're not gonna limit it just to Facebook or next door.
No, but anything.
We're gonna do flyers. I mean, if we can get the businesses to put up flyers. I mean, basically, any avenue that we can get them, we're gonna use it. Especially if it's free. I like free.
Yes, I mean, that, to me, that's a
We can have-
no-brainer.
We can have a banner made.
Yeah.
What about the strays? All the strays that are around?
Well,
Do-
we're
do-
not
do
only
you
we
call
want to
or
do
do
the high
you-
impact clinics, but we're eventually wanting to be able to do what they call community cat TNVR. Okay, if you have a community of cats, you can't just go and take the cats out, because what did you do? You create what's called a vacuum. More cats just come in.
Yeah.
So what we do is we go, we get the cats, we take them, we spay and neuter them, we vaccinate them, and they do what's called ear tipping. Basically, they just trim off a little bit of ear so that you can tell from a distance that that cat has been spayed and neutered. Because if you're trapping them, you don't want to keep trapping the ones that have already been, But what you do, you trap them, you vaccinate them and all that, and then you return them. So that way you're not creating, like that vacuum. But after a while, the cat community population goes down because, like
Multiply.
in Alabama, okay, we have 4 seasons. We have we have fall, winter, kitten season, and kitten season.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't tell you, because we run a pet help desk, I can't tell you how many calls I get, I found these kittens in my barn, I've got these kittens under my porch, so I'm like, well, and I tell them, I said, find a room, put them in a room, feed them, set them up some litter, because nobody's got room, and just keep calling around until you find somebody. and even trying to adopt them. I mean, there's so many that,
Yeah,
Yeah.
sad.
but that's the only way. So, we wanna do, eventually start doing the community cap TNVR also. But it's sort of like, okay, let's pick one thing, start with that, and then
Grow from there.
grow from there.
Right.
What do y'all think about?
I mean, if you wanted to give us more, I wouldn't fuss, but basically what we're doing is,
Right.
like I said, we're basing it on population of
Well, I
this
think in our
area.
budget this year, we could do 800 a year. Miss Lucy, you think we could? And then we can try to get donations.
Yeah, I've already got in fact, I finished last night my graphics for donation boxes that I'm gonna, put around, have a QR code, so somebody take their phone and scan, if they don't have change. I mean, if you're like me, I don't hardly ever carry cash anymore.
I do.
Does anybody
Well,
want to
if I do carry cash, I don't use it. I still got the same amount of cash I've had in my pocket for like 2 months.
Mine
But it's like I always use my card.
grandkids find my wallet.
Yeah.
Well, luckily my grandkid's not around anymore. My grandkid or my son was still at the house, and I
Yeah.
Yeah, you
wouldn't
can
have any
it.
cash.
I make a motion, we do this.
Okay, Bobby made a motion that we, let me get to it here. We commit to $800 a year for right now.
Yep.
Yeah, what we can do it, like the
I'll
first year, see
second.
how it goes, and hopefully next year we can do.
I'll say.
And Miss Karen seconded. All in favor? Motion carried. Hey, we're willing to do anything for our community. And
Well,
this-
basically-
This is something that.
Basically, I don't want Blount County, Jefferson County, or any other county here to become like Sylacauga was a few months ago. And I tried to get Sylacauga to do a program like
Well-
this. Cause I was told that, well, this has been, like, all these dog packs and everything has been a problem for over a decade.
Yeah.
And I, said, well, if you don't do a program like this, in 6 or 8 months, you're gonna have another dog pack.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you're getting $800 a year from us right now.
All right.
And we thank you for what you're doing, because our town we will try to accept you with open arms, and we will try to spread the word,
Word and help.
and let everybody in the community
Like I said, we're gonna use, we're not gonna just rely on Facebook. We're gonna try to use every
Every avenue.
avenue that we can.
I think that's great. I think you're going at it the right way on the front end,
Yes.
and it's amazing that nobody ever has done that before,
I don't know why.
I don't know.
And I actually got this idea from a program out in, I don't know if it was Wyoming or Utah, somewhere like.
Far away.
Far away, yeah. Only what they were doing, they were getting the cities and the county to pitch in to transport dogs out of the state.
Uh-huh.
But I'm like, why don't we just all pitch in, make it a community?
Uh-huh. Well, I just cut
Project.
down on it.
Yeah, so that, cause we can't transport them all out of the state either. I mean, this is the only way, when we make that commitment, and like you said, it's already been proven in Alabama, in Huntsville, that it works.
We're 100% behind you.
All right, and then, like, as we go, I'll keep you guys, I'll email you and let you know, because I do email everybody and say, okay, here's what's going on. Even if nothing's going on, I'll let you know nothing's going on.
Okay.
Or, like, okay, I've started putting out the donation boxes, or, whatever the status is,
One here.
Okay. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ms.
Yeah,
Atkins.
thank you,
Thank you, BJ.
thank you.
I did pretty good. I didn't get too nervous. I can talk about this stuff. Once I get talking about it, I can talk about it. Like I said, I really did write the book on prevention.
All right, The next thing on our new business is BREMS, BREMS, is asking, that is the Birmingham Regional Emergency Medical Services System, is asking for funding assistance from the town of County Line. They are a emergency established to coordinate existing pre-hospital emergency medical care and to create, expand, and improve pre-hospital emergency medical services through the 7-county BREMS region. Our coverage area includes Blount County, Jefferson, Shelby, St. Clair, Walker, and Winston. And they are asking for a fiscal year 2026 to 2027 at $45.15. I've never heard of this.
BREMS
We
is,
have paid that every year since I've been around.
Okay,
BREMS is a been around company, organization, and what they have done over the years is, they do the radio stuff for emergency, like 911
Okay.
calls and, radio transmissions for ambulance services and that kind of stuff.
okay,
And they're the regulating agency for that in this area.
okay. So, I guess I need a motion that we pay the $45.15 for the fiscal year 2026, 2027.
I'll offer that motion.
All right, Curtis made a motion. Do I
I'll
have a
second.
All right, Karen seconded. All in favor? Motion carried. All right, the next thing, for anyone doing volunteer work or a paid person, should we have a waiver of physical liability to be signed that this should relieve the town of any liabilities from accidents? And this is y'all have a copy.
That's just a sample.
It's an example of how we would do it.
I ran across this when going through, these boxes in here of old papers. It's something that the town had years ago, and I had not seen it before, and I just thought, hey, that's a kind of a preventive thing to do. If you have someone working, volunteering, or working as if they're doing community work, or if they're getting paid to do, like Michael is. Should we do that? I mean, that's something you would cater to? It's just a thought.
We make all our volunteers sign up. That's just, like.
It just protects you.
Mhm.
Well, I'm not signing a waiver, because if y'all hurt me, I'm suing you.
I promise you,
I think that would be a good thing for the.
Yeah, I do too.
I'll have
Because
mercy
anybody
from you.
that is not connected with the town.
Right,
Needs to sign a waiver if they're gonna work around here.
right,
If they're gonna do work on, town property, then they need to sign this waiver.
yeah.
Yeah. Is that a
It's kinda like
motion?
better to be safe than
Is that a
sorry.
motion?
Do I have,
I made a motion.
all right, Bobby made a motion for us to do this waiver of liability to be signed, and Steve seconded. All right.
Then I will create it and
Okay,
start getting them signed.
all right, all in favor? Motion carried.
Steve seconded.
Let me say this on that thought. I think what you're doing is a good thing, but I also think that if someone is being paid to do some work on town property, that they should present liability insurance.
Well,
That's true.
well,
That's true. Well, we
Or
do
they
that.
don't do any work on
Right,
the
well,
town.
that's like, I think Michael has $2 million liability.
And,
Yeah, we
and
got-
see that, if they wanna do any work on the town property, then we need to have a copy of that on file.
Right.
But if somebody's doing volunteer work,
And that's why I'm
Right,
saying this
that's
is a good
the-
thing, but
right.
yeah, if they're being
Yeah.
paid, there needs to be
right,
a liability.
yeah, they do, they do. They have to give us liability insurance to work, to do any work.
Yeah, all
Contractors
contractors do.
How much are our permit cost right now?
50, and we're paying 50.
Okay,
Most
so,
of them are 50.
I thought we was doing 200 something.
Oh, no, building permits are 250.
And what's the
Plus,
$50?
plus the extra, but the fee, what we were asking was, or this was just a thought. All right, an electrical permit is written, okay, it's issued, it's $50, okay, I'm paying that $50 out
When you go
to
to
the
inspect it,
inspector. The town, there is nothing for covering your
So this is just on
in-house
electrical
work.
permits.
well, any $50 permit that we have to send an inspector.
That's what I'm saying,
And
this
if
$25 increase is just on electrical.
Right, it's not on the
Is there
building.
any, do you know of another permit that needs to be increased then? Do you know?
No, because most everything else is covered under that,
Under the building?
building permit.
Okay.
But you get a lot of people come in and just pull electrical permits, like this man down here, the
Uh-huh.
other day I talked to. He said he was gonna do electrical permit, but he's also getting in there and doing structural. stuff.
Right, right,
So I told him he just had to buy a complete permit.
right,
So
right.
that's
That was, I appreciate that.
So is that something we need to,
So do we need to word that for electrical permits?
Okay.
That there be increased?
Yeah, the electrical.
Uh-huh.
not all permits,
No.
electrical
No, we're
permits?
gonna do electrical, uh-huh. We're trying to keep them as low as we can,
Right.
but I got to thinking about that though, we're just swapping money, you
Right.
know, and there's nothing left for the town to operate on there.
Does the council have any more questions about, should we raise it $25 on electrical so that at least we're getting something?
I think we need to look around us and see what other communities are doing, and.
There's a lot more.
And, well, tell me that there's a lot more is like telling me that I have a beard.
We are.
Everybody
well,
can see that.
That's true, okay. I've got numbers in the office.
I said, well, why don't
I
we-
can get you some numbers.
Why don't we push this to the
Let's-
next meeting?
Let's do that.
We'll do
Alright.
the old business, and we'll have
Alright.
direct numbers
Okay.
for other towns, because Jefferson County,
I'll give you something to compare.
Jefferson County might be more than Blunt County.
Oh, they will be.
So, if, we can't say, okay, we're gonna charge $100 for Jefferson County residents and $50 or $75 for
No, and that
Blunt
would be
County,
nationwide.
it has to be equal.
Townwide.
So, if one's 100 and the other one's 75, then, or 80, then we just meet in the middle.
I think you're gonna find out most of them is right around $100 to do that.
Right. We don't wanna be over,
Yeah.
you know, we definitely don't wanna be over anybody.
You and I looked at it.
But I agree with that. I think we need hard numbers to make sure that we're not going over. Good pickup. All right, so we're gonna push that till,
Table till next meeting.
August meeting.
Yeah.
All right, I've only got a few more things.
August 10th.
We're spending $162 a year to rent a post office box. And y'all all have a copy of this, I think. It's a mailbox.
I didn't see it.
Have you got one?
Yeah.
Okay. And we could get a mailbox. These are not just these little cheap, like Lowe's mailboxes. These are actually steel mailboxes. And you see the prices on them. And we could buy one, have it put out here where the mail lady drives up, puts our mail in it. It's a lock box. And we're saving almost $200 a year just to have our mail delivered. I mean, it would pay for itself the first year.
Well, it paid for itself in the first 2 months, cause that keeps her from having to go.
Well, my mom goes by there every, when she comes
I
to
know,
work every
driving
day,
all the way
but
over there.
that saves her from having to get out and,
Yeah, exactly.
and go in the post office. So,
Well, will they all have a key? You know, there's.
it will be a 4-key box. So, I'm sure I'll have one, Miss Lucy will have one.
They'll have one.
The clerk assistant will have one, and then we'll have a spare.
Well, I
Well, I
just
have
mean,
to
I
give
know
one to
3
the
different
mailman.
people come and deliver my mail, so.
Well, no, it's a
the
mail
same
slot.
person.
Yeah,
It's got a
slot.
slot
They won't
for the
have to open
mail.
it up, they just put it in the
Yes,
slot.
no, they can only put the mail in the
And so
slot.
we open.
We
it.
have to open the
Oh,
slot
okay.
to get the mail out.
Good deal, okay,
So,
yeah.
Fancy.
yeah. So,
That was just a thought, and we were just, tossing ideas around trying to save money. And that was just something.
the thing I was against it to begin with is, we have a lot of checks come in, you know, some big checks, but then I did not know that they started wiring them to our accounts. So we're not getting checks like that anymore.
Not that
Yeah,
much.
paper checks.
Right,
Very few.
very few, so that really eased my concern on putting a mailbox out there.
Yeah,
Plus, it's not gonna stay in that mailbox 2 or 3 days, it's gonna be picked up the same day.
It'll be good out.
So, is that something
They're
that?
gonna install it for that, or is that?
No, we will have to have it installed.
We have to buy a bag of.
I'm sorry, John will have to install it because that is part of the grant.
Outside of the building.
So anyway, is that something the council thinks we should look into doing?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, that's $200 a year.
And that will help pay for some of these other things, you know, we've been doing too.
Yeah, so.
Make a motion.
All right, Steve made a motion that we order a mailbox. Do I have a second?
A second. And I'll even help John put it up.
I thought, Duke's got the equipment, don't you have a hole there?
Yep.
I do, yeah. I'll, just let me know when we
Bobby
get it.
made a second, do I have, all in favor? Motion carried.
You're gonna, do y'all have a Prime account,
I
Amazon
do,
Prime account?
I do, I
Okay,
get free.
yeah, I was gonna say, if you didn't, we could do it off of mine, and I could get free shipping for us.
The last thing I have, and I think Bobby can attest to this because he was the inspector and Kevin is now the inspector, is we are now in the 2024 code books of building permits, and electrical, the newest one is 2023. So, do we need a motion to approve
We need a motion.
the
to
TLC
Adopt those.
for the town of County Line to use the new code books?
Right.
And she has a list that she's gonna read out,
Yeah.
because we need these in the minutes.
Right.
Okay, the code books that I have ordered and have in-house right now are the 2024 codes on International Mechanical Code, International Plumbing, International Fire Code, the International Fuel Gas, International Residential Code, and the International Building Code. The one that I have yet to order, and will order this week, is the International Electrical Code. Now, it's only put out every 3 years, so you can't get a 2024 on it. We'll have to get a 2023. Because the 26, I don't think has been printed yet.
No, you have to adopt the latest one they've got out.
The latest one, so I'll have, you know, if this is something you want to table till the next meeting till I get that book, so we can put them all in the minutes, then that'll be fine. Also, if you do it.
And do we have, can we do that as a motion, Bobby, or does that have to be a resolution that is wrote
It
up?
has to be a resolution that says we are adopting these codes.
Okay, so
I
we
can
have to
that
do a
ready by
resolution on
next
it,
time.
okay.
I can have a resolution by the next meeting.
Okay.
So we'll table that.
You good with that?
Give it that.
We'll table that one until.
Till August.
Till August,
Okay.
okay.
Cause I didn't know if that had to be a resolution or it could be a motion, as long as
It can't be made in just a motion, it's gotta be. in the
we have to do a resolution.
Sign it.
Okay. That's why we had it and asking,
Yep.
okay. So we're table this till,
Also,
August.
these new
8:10.
building codes and all this stuff are gonna be different than what we've had before.
right,
So he's gonna have to study up on it, cause they're completely different, and we're gonna have to study up on it, see what it is.
okay. All right, I think that is all I have. Storm shelter, Curtis and Stephen, y'all got anything?
Nothing new.
Okay, roads.
Yeah, I need to get the council to decide if they wanna hold up on doing anything else on the road until we find out about this logging stuff, or if they wanna go ahead and go forward with it.
I say we go forward
I'd
with
say,
it.
yeah, I'd say go forward with it.
I mean, because we're not gonna have the road, I mean,
No, it's gonna be, like you say, maybe 3 or 4 years down the road before we even get halfway up the road.
right.
But, if y'all wanna.
I say we go ahead and start it while we can and
Okay.
do the progress as we can do it.
And which end of the road do you wanna start at?
I guess we'll ask, I think the engineer.
Dusty's, and then we're talking about starting down here on the lower end down there, close to where me and Curtis
Right,
was and.
because that's the worst.
Yeah.
That's gonna take the biggest chunk.
More trees.
There's
So-
no trees down there and all that, so, yeah, that'll take the biggest part of the money right up through there. And go as far as we can go with what money we got,
Yeah,
and then we'll just have to stop there till we get more money built up. to go further.
Where does Blount County fit into this stuff? Where does they fit into?
Blount County, all the property across the road from us is Blount County.
I know.
And we've gotta talk to Nick about this, what
That's-
they're gonna do about it. Yeah.
That's why I was requesting that we have and it was suggested to me by the league and I talked to the attorney about it. We need the attorneys to get together and do us an agreement, a municipal agreement
As to what
between
they'll do and what we.
as to what they will do and pay for and what we will.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're gonna furnish equipment or what, they're gonna do, we need to know that.
That's been mentioned about
Yes,
them
they-
furnishing people out there to cut the brush and the trees and stuff, but then it just cut off. They didn't
Uh-huh.
do more.
Well, from my perspective, and this is just my perspective only, I'm not gonna speak for anybody else, but for me, since we all signed the right of ways over on that road, and it became a county right of way, that is a county road.
Oh,
And,
yes.
and so,
It is,
it's up to them to do the road, not us.
it really is.
I'm 100% with you.
I'm-
But,
And I will vote against us having anything to do with the building of the road. I don't have a problem with donating some of these tax monies and stuff to support that, but you will never see me vote for us to participate in the building of that road.
well,
Well, and I think that it should be Blount County to get that contractor and we can donate some of the tax money to them to pay.
It's the county's road. It's their
Right.
responsibility to do it, not ours.
They should be in
You-
charge of it. We should be.
we had a meeting with Nick Washburn right after I become mayor at the old building. And I said, are you gonna help us with any of our roads? He said, I fix the roads I wanna fix.
Mm-hmm. And that's called a lawsuit.
Well, if we're gonna make any progress in county line on Crawfordsville Road, it's gonna have to be started by us. And
That's why I say we need to start by getting an agreement between our attorneys, get them to put together an agreement so that we know where we stand legally.
Right.
Because Nick will allow you to
I
pay
don't-
for all of it if you
Oh, yeah.
want to.
Personally, I don't care what Nick Washburn says. I really could care less if Nick even breathes in this building. It is the county's road, it is their right of way, and the county itself, highway department, is responsible for the building of that road. It's not the town of County Line's business. And we should just stand back and say, hey, we're willing to help you financially to help cover some of this cost, but we're not gonna participate in
Well,
any
that's
of
what-
that aspect of it.
That's what we're hoping to do, is get with him and say, hey, we will help with this, what are you gonna help with? That's how we started this whole deal.
Like I say, Curtis, we're gonna try to get the lawyers together.
Yep.
We're gonna try to get the engineer and Washburn, since he's over everything, he's the engineer's boss.
Don't do nothing.
And stuff like that. We gotta try to get them together, get everybody to agree something, have the lawyers put it in writing, and be agreed by everybody.
Right, we're not spending a dime until there's an agreement
No,
made.
no.
I mean, that's,
I hear you, and I'm in agreement with you on that, but I'm gonna say this, and I'll say it to him to his face too, if he comes back. I was extremely disappointed in Nick Washburn not coming here last time, and the representation of the engineer. He had no clue. He was, as far as I was concerned, he wasted his time coming down here. He didn't offer anything that was beneficial to this meeting. None.
all right.
I don't, and please hear me. I don't mean to be ugly. I don't mean to sound ugly.
No.
But I'm a member of this town. I serve on the council, and I want this town, there needs to be taken care of by the responsible parties that are responsible for it, and not
Well,
otherwise.
and another thing is, and I think me and Bobby talked about this, if we go in there and start doing stuff, that's gonna take any responsibility away from them.
It will take precedent.
Right, so
Exactly. So
that's
we don't-
why
we
we're
don't
not
do that.
spending a dime until we have some kind of agreement.
That's why I asked Washburn to come out there with us Wednesday morning and show us where he wants that road put, to where we can mark it on each side.
Now, I wouldn't say put it that way. I'd say Nick Washburn show us where he's gonna put that road. We're not putting anything.
I've got some stakes bought to put up and everything for it, some yellow paint to paint the tops up with, so we'll know what's what.
Okay.
But I don't wanna do it until we talk to him Wednesday morning. I'm not gonna do anything.
I'm good with
You know,
that.
we used to donate to the count, to him, you know, the last time we donated about $13,000. What has he done for us? Nothing.
That's what, if we donate any money for it, it's gonna be in writing that it goes straight to the road
Right.
and nothing else.
Yeah.
And it's considered a donation, not
Yeah.
payment.
Not
That's,
payment.
I write it on every check
Yeah.
that they have gotten from us, I write the donation to District 4,
Yeah.
Right.
But we
not
just
to
need to get with,
the commission. but
we
to-
can go ahead and meet out there Wednesday.
Yeah, I mean, that's not
And
gonna,
it's not gonna affect that.
no.
I agree.
I mean, we're just wanting to get, because a lot of the homeowners on Coppers Hill wanna know where it's gonna be. That's their main question. How much of my property are you taking?
We're not taking any.
Right,
Yeah.
but that's what their question
Yeah,
is.
I understand.
So,
But they think we are because.
right,
Yeah.
but, so, alright, building, you got anything, John?
Everything's cool.
Alright, Miss Karen, you got anything on
Wait a
this?
minute. Sorry. This, estimate you got on the poison and weeds and everything, I agree.
You're with us on
Yeah,
that?
don't-
Yeah.
That's
We
what
can
I
do it
thought.
That's a lot of money.
It's
I'll
too
do it
much.
myself.
It's
It's
For
too
just
much.
this
around
little
here.
area?
Yeah, I'll do it myself.
Yeah, alright, Miss Karen?
We'll buy them.
I just noticed the last property that we visited is just worse than it was when we went there. So I'm gonna have to figure out what's our next step.
Which property is that?
On Calvert Road?
Calvert Street.
Calvert Street.
Next to that, really, where they really, yeah, okay. All right,
You have her number, you have the phone number, and
Yes.
the,
all right.
And the one he got on Copper's Hill, that trailer,
Yeah.
it's getting worse.
Yeah, they haven't touched it since, and they haven't touched it at all in about 3 months.
It needs to be revisited and
All right, revisit Calvert and Coppersville.
I don't know about Smithfield down there, has anybody checked in?
We're still waiting, we can't do anything until we find out from
I've got pictures of it.
the attorney
Isn't it just-
what the judge is, because it's in the judge's hand right now. So we can't go any further until he makes a decision. That's what Alex told us. And he's supposed to be,
We put a time limit on that for him?
well, I don't know if the judge, does the judge have a limit, a time limit?
I don't know if he does, but, you know, from what we done,
Well, I think once the process started, it was in that time limit. So, once it went in front of the judge, it was in that time limit, so that should cover us on, it shouldn't be expired of a 90-day or 180-day or whatever it is. All right, that's all I have. Does the council have anything they want to add?
Mayor, sir, do you want to talk about the flag?
Yes. What have you found out about the,
Well, just from the company contracting a delivery to here, it's like $300
I told you, they want a lot of money for it.
just to deliver.
Yes,
And then I couldn't get a clear definition of what the installation would be.
right.
Yeah, I'm
Most
kinda
of
like
them
you.
don't install.
Well, no.
You have to get it.
The quote I got, the installation was more than the flag and the pole.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
It was like, for the flag, the pole, and installation was almost $5,000.
And then the delivery.
And there's a delivery fee on top of that. So, yeah, it was on, I mean, it's like $5,500.
how big of a flag
It's
pole you gonna get?
35 foot.
It's 30 or 35 foot, and then it's like a 4x8 or 6x10 flag,
6 by 10.
6x10.
See, that big a flag would have to be sunk in the ground about 5 feet.
Well, I've talked to somebody that, can install it for us. His company, his partner in his company. But what was the price on, did they give you a price on, cause I had the paperwork, I think I gave it to you.
I have it.
On what the flag and the pole and the flag cost, was like $2,500, $2,200, something like that.
And it is a 6 by 9.
6x9.
And each individual item is actually priced out individually. Everything from the truck to the gold anodized aluminum bags to the spun aluminum base at the base of the flagpole. So I hadn't done the exact, the math on knowing exactly what it was gonna cost.
And if you put a pole up like that, you've got to illuminate it.
You gotta illuminate it?
If it's going to stay up at night too, it has to be illuminated.
Yeah, you have a light on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one in Birmingham, the company in Birmingham that I got the quote from down there, they have one that has a solar light at the top of it. And the lady that works there told me she had had one for over 2 years in her yard and had given her no trouble.
I think that's the one
Is
that
that the
Steve
one?
has.
Okay.
Was it a 30-foot
One out of
pole
Birmingham?
though? Because normally those solar operated lights are only good for a 20-foot pole.
I don't know how laptop or post.
All of them that I've ever seen that had the
20-foot
solar
pole.
illumination was not recommended for anything higher than a 20-foot pole.
Yeah.
Because they don't light up very much, you
No,
know,
they
they
don't.
don't put up
Yeah.
near enough light, you know, and then by
But we
daylight.
can, I mean, we can have
Yeah.
our electrician
Electrician
install
to run
lighting.
lights, but I'm just saying that, you know,
Right.
it's a requirement that they do.
Oh, yeah, they gotta be.
I just bought a solar light, for grandma. We put it up there next to her carport and it is absolutely perfect.
Amazing.
It's got a little remote control,
Yeah.
you can turn it up and down.
And, you know, if anybody walks under it, it gets
Comes
brighter.
out.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And we have not seen any dimming of it, I mean, works great. And
So
they
we
have
have
come a long
options for
ways.
lighting.
Yeah, they come a long ways with solar lights.
Oh, yes, they have. Well, the electrician, Jason Ledlow, he has some out at, behind his house.
He's the one that did ours.
Same kind
And
we
he
got.
said, yeah, I told him to get with you on that,
Yeah.
yeah. But he really likes them.
Yeah.
So I guess we need to get a price on, the total cost of the flagpole.
And are we willing to do anything other than 35 foot,
I mean, we can do 30 foot,
30?
yeah, I mean, I think 30 is the lowest we need to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't go.
I mean, for it to be seen.
Yeah.
It needs to be a lot higher than the building.
Where you gonna put it?
I think
Where
definitely,
you gonna locate it?
It's gonna be over here on the corner of the left of the building,
Okay.
in between the walkway
And
and the building.
Okay.
I mean, that's the only place really to put it where there's nothing affecting
No
it.
power line.
There's no power lines, anything.
It was suggested to me that we might consider putting it out here in this gravel area, to the
Uh-huh.
back of the gravel area, which is to the side of the building, and maybe having a marker at the bottom of it, you know, like you get a stone marker
The issue.
about the veterans.
The issue with that, I would be okay with putting a stone marker, next, you know, between there. But the issue with putting it out there in the gravel is you're taking up parking spot.
Yeah, I'm wondering
If we have a-
couldn't do it just behind the gravel,
No,
just.
I wanna put it right here on the corner of the building. I think that's the best spot
It
for
needs
it.
to be seen. If it's back there, nobody's gonna
Yeah,
notice
that
it.
may be
I really don't want it behind the
Yeah.
building or
I agree.
that far back.
Yeah, I
So,
agree.
and
She
then,
was just saying that.
the, installation, we need the company to come up with a price for if they're gonna pick it up and a price for installing it for us.
I'll get all that. for us.
Okay,
Do you want me to hang on to this, Mayor?
yeah, he has a partner in his company. So, because he has a partner,
Yeah.
we can get a lot better price than $3,000 for delivery and installation.
Yeah. More than that, actually.
Right, yeah, it actually is, it's a lot more than 3,000. So, we have not forgot about the flag, it's still in the works. I did not realize installation was more than the flagpole and the flag. That's ridiculous. And the delivery fee, I mean, come on, seriously. All right, does council have anything else? Does the audience have anything?
Anybody back there? Everything?
Anybody? Anybody but Terry? Yes, ma'am.
I just did.
Anybody? No, I'm sorry, Terry, you got something?
Yeah, same thing I had before.
The rumble strips.
Intersection up here, might as well just not
Well-
worry about it because can't get nothing done.
Well, Wednesday.
Whatever they did the other day, about I never see them. And I've been up down there two, 3 times just to see. I can come from Warrior, ease up the thing, stop, there'll be 2 cars coming.
Oh, yeah.
They'll go, right on through there. And the other day, my wife comes back from somewhere, we come off 79. Up there, we got right to where them houses up on the hill in there. And the guy, I guess he lives up there.
he went to turn in, I run off in the grass trying to keep from getting hit. He just come on across there like he didn't even see me. I don't know if he was blinded by something, but
Yeah.
I got some suggestions for that intersection. You won't hear them.
What you got?
Take them stop signs down. Put them on the opposing roads. With a sign under it says, cross traffic does not stop. Big sign. Cause they got that in Trussville, and they've got it right down here where they had all them stop signs down here. They took all that out and everybody got used to it. And they done fine. Of course, it might speed traffic up, but that's going to have to make an adjustment on that. But either that, and the other suggestion is ain't nobody gonna like, and they put a traffic circle in. And that'd be
I say we put a roundabout.
That'd be terrible.
I'm all for a roundabout, let's do a roundabout.
Hey, but I'll tell you what'll happen about the first 2 weeks, they'll be jumping over that dude, cause that's what they did down here.
When I was leaving my
Highway
house,
down here.
when I was leaving my house to come up here for this meeting, I pulled up to the four-way there, and stopped, and I stopped. And there was a truck pulled up at the same time I did, coming up County Line Road from the highway, from
Yeah.
79. And a car behind it. And the truck stopped, and I stopped, and the truck went on, and that car stayed about that far, and was bumping went right straight through. It didn't-
That's what they did the other day. It was 2 women too, it wasn't men. I ain't got nothing against women driving, but
Oh, I
I'm just
do.
telling
Well, it didn't help any, but I blew my horn and told him he's number one.
Well, there was one guy come up here and pick up, and I was sitting, and he never slowed up, and I just throwed my hands up, and he went, like, big deal.
They didn't care.
No, I don't care, they don't care.
Does anybody have anything else? Anybody?
Come on, Steve.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second. Oh, man, you killed all the joy.
All in favor, motion carried.